Hi guys! Today we're making these miniature Pokemon cards and working folder. First off, cut out a little size guide for your cards. This is how a Pokemon card would look in 1:12 scale. Sketch the card onto the paper you want to use. I'm using regular printer paper. I chose to mainly use colored pencil for this project and just add a few extra details with acrylic paint and a white pen. Firstly, I worked on the design for the back of the cards. When working on something this small, you kind of have to adjust the motif a little bit, so I kind of scaled it down and removed some things so it wouldn't look too cramped. Also keep in mind that I'm actually drawing this in scale, so it's pretty small. Those of you who follow me on Instagram already know this, but I actually had to record this project twice because my memory card malfunctioned the first time I had to transfer the files and just wouldn't let me do it, so I had to record it all again. And typically I really think my cards turn out the best the first time, but I'll show you some of those later. And that's the back of the cards done. To save some time, I copied these since I had made them myself and just made a bunch and cut them out. If you want to make functional cards that have both a front and a back, it's easier to leave them on a slightly bigger paper and just sketch out the shape on the front as well. And now you draw whatever Pokemon you want on the front. Again, you kind of have to really scale it down and prioritize what you want on the card. It's really small and it's really hard to fit it in, so I had to really just do the face or head of the Pokemon to fit them in there. And that's one of the reasons why I don't just scan a regular Pokemon card and scale it down and print it. Because first of all, that would make a very boring video, there's not really much point in that. And secondly, it would all turn out really kind of muddy and squished together because there's so much motive on a real Pokemon card that you wouldn't be able to see it in 1:12 scale. So that's the good thing about printing your own, you can really kind of scale it down and prioritize what you want on there. When you're happy with your card, seal it with some sort of glaze. I use Mod Podge, let it dry and then cut it out with some pair of fine scissors. Here's the cards I made in the lost footage. As you can see, it's hard to fit much of the Pokemon in there because we're talking like 3 millimeters of space, but I thought it turned out cute though. Now to make a folder. Sketch out the size you wanted on some thicker paper. I'm just using some sketch paper. Then sketch out the design you want on the front. I went for this one. I used the same colored pencil and white pen for the front as I did the cards. I'm not too happy with how my Blastoise turned out this time. He turned out way better in my first try, but there you go, such is life. If you want to use the stencil for my cards plus the folder, I'll be making them available through my Patreon, and that will be the original ones. I made the ones from the thumbnail, which is way better, but they'll be on my Patreon, so I'll leave you a link in the info box and you can go have a look if you're into that. Now I'll paint the rest of the folder, both inside and outside. Then seal with Mod Podge like we did with the cards. Now fold it to give it the right shape. For the rings of the folder, we're gonna use 3 small jump rings. Glue them inside the folder, being sure to have the opening facing up so you can open them later and add things to it. And there you go, it's a functioning miniature folder. Finally, let's make some plastic pockets for the cards to sit in. For this, we're gonna use a regular plastic bag you use for freezing stuff. Cut off the corner and cut away excess at the bottom if there is any. And that's the base ready. I decided to close off every little pocket using heat. So I took the blunt side of a braid, being sure I had something else to hold on to, and then heated it up with a lighter. I then pushed down on the plastic to create the lines and seal the 2 sides together. To open each little pocket so you can put cards in them, simply cut a little slit at the top. Keep going until you have the number of pockets you want. I went for the classic 9. Then cut away excess at the top and sides, and poke hole in the inner side so you can put it in the folder. And there you go. All that's left is to put them in the folder, arrange your cards, and then you're done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a like if you did and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye!